Hello, my name is Merritt Scherer. I am in Greek and Roman mythology and art and literature 110, and this is part 1 of my source analysis. For this part, I have chosen a vase, which is an Athenian vase, red figure, depicting Triptolemus, who in some mythos is the son of Demeter, in some Eleusis, and some, specifically the one that I was focusing on for this, in Apollodorus, the son of Celeus and Metaneira. And he is known as a sort of deified demigod, depends on which version of the story you're looking at, of sort of agriculture, and I will talk about that more in 1 second. So on this particular vase, he is depicted in a chariot with wings. We know that this is Triptolemus because that is how he is normally depicted, in a chariot with wings. And we can see that he is holding out a bowl in this specific photo. I will insert the photo, but this is the vase. And we can see to the right of him, he's also holding grain. That is one major thing about a lot of these specific, more ancient gods, and specifically earth-related agriculture ones. So Demeter, Persephone, Triptolemus, he's typically seen holding grain. In some depictions, the chariot will have a snake, which is another part of the myth. So to the right of him, we can see a figure that we can assume is Demeter. She is holding up a wine pouring cup, and you might be thinking that this is Persephone because of the way that she is often drawn with a cup. However, we know this is Demeter because to the left of Triptolemus, there is Persephone who's holding a flower petal, which is how we know that is Persephone. And the two of them are often depicted very similarly because they are known as the two goddesses, mother-daughter. And essentially what's happening here is, according to Apollodorus's myth, Demeter arrives to Eleusis to actually tend to Celeus and Metaneira's other child, Demophon, who is Triptolemus's brother. Not Triptolemus, Triptolemus's brother. I apologize. I did actually remake this video because I found out in class today that I was pronouncing his name as Triptolemus and not Triptolemus, so I do apologize. Triptolemus's younger brother had just been born, and Demeter was hired as a sort of babysitter of sorts, and she wanted to make him immortal, so she placed him in the fire. And when Celeus and Metaneira came home and found this, they were in despair because Demeter had accidentally killed Demophon. So as reparations, Demeter gifted Triptolemus this sort of chariot with wings, and in Apollodorus they're described as like dragon-like things pulling it, but often depicted as snakes. Yeah, he goes around, he spreads the word of agriculture to the people, and that's sort of Triptolemus's whole gig. I have always liked Demeter a lot, and I did know about Triptolemus, and it's been really interesting to read more about this, and specifically the pottery. This, like I said, this is red figure, very detailed. I'm a big fan of, yeah, just really the line work in it, the decorations around. This is an Italian. It was found in Italy, the remains, so probably Roman. So a couple more notes really quickly. So actually in this depiction, it is only Triptolemus that is holding wheat in this specific vase. I have found others where it's all three of them, which I will analyze in my next source analysis. And yeah, a few more things. Athenian, I think I said that, red figure. The shape of this specific vase is known as a crater or a column. It can be defined as either. The B side of this vase is pretty irrelevant to this story. It is an athlete jumping. There's not an image of it, but there is a quick little description. So not super relevant. Yeah, this vase is found in the Beasley Archives, found it looking up Triptolemus. And yeah, once again, this photo is in black and white, which I am assuming that the actual vase is not, as it is red figure. But again, it is very detailed, so I'm assuming a bit more modern. Found probably in Rome, and I find it really beautiful. I think it's really nice. So yeah, thank you so much for listening to my little presentation. I apologize for having to redo it. I am hoping that I covered around the same amount of information, and I had a lot of fun doing this. I really love looking at myths and reading about them and analyzing pottery. I think it's been super interesting, and I'm very excited to do more. So thank you for listening.